So this just hit my inbox this morning, and this is nothing new. Every day I'm receiving these sensationalist headlines that are telling me that the housing market's about to crash, the sky is falling, and we're on the brink of financial doom. So if we have a look at this graph, we can see that the benchmark price of homes across Canada hit its peak roughly in January this year at just shy of $900,000 and has since decreased by 14%. And here's another anxiety-inducing headline from 2 hours ago. And the housing market in Canada is heading into a steep downturn. Well, I'm here to tell you to what extent the media, the news, social media is doing Canadian consumers a huge disservice by painting Canada's diverse real estate landscape with such broad and negative brushstrokes. I mean, September is the most recent stats we have in this kind of snapshot from the Canadian Real Estate Board, and we can see that Ontario, with a decrease of 5.7% year over year in average housing prices, is really no indication of the behavior of the market in Alberta. And I'm just going to slide myself over here, and we can see that the Maritimes in Atlantic Canada have been doing phenomenally. So to better understand why it might feel like the sky is falling in Toronto, let's have a look at what's been going on the last 10 years for their detached home sales. So this is specific to Toronto, and we can see that back in 2011, it was just over $400K for your average detached home. And then it hit, wow, nearly $1.6 million at the end of 2021. So that's a 300% increase. So if we compare that to what's been going on in Calgary in terms of our detached home sales, 10 years ago, we were hovering pretty close to the $400,000 mark, so pretty much on par with what was going on in Toronto at the time. But we only increased to $600,000 at the end of last year. So it's a 50% increase, which is huge, but it's not the change in the bubble that we've seen in Toronto. So I just want to wrap this video up for all my potential Calgary home sellers and home buyers that, you know what, all is not lost. If we compare October year over year, there's a typo there. So it's actually 20% the benchmark price has increased over 2 years, and it's actually 9.65, so nearly 10% greater than it was a year before. So all is not lost. Things are going strong in Calgary. Call me.